Hello guys, what is going on? It's Michael and I'm here with the next episode of Heavy Rain, in which this is going to be part 1 of the trophy catch-up. This is post-commentary, so I'm not actually recording it alongside the footage, but I'm just going to go pick up all the extra trophies that we would have missed along the way. And the first one we're going to go through is Nathaniel. So that'll show you what's going on. So I've cut it straight to the part which we're going to have to change. Now if you remember in the original playthrough that I went through, we actually convinced Nathaniel to drop his weapons, and that got us the self-control trophy. But the other trophy that we would get in this chapter that we missed was the Blunder trophy, which is just to shoot him. So just press R1 when given the opportunity. And there you go. That's pretty much how to get the Blunder trophy. It's really easy.
Yep.
Shouldn't have a problem with it.
Looks like you did. Can't say I'll miss him. Come on, let's go.
Oh, so yeah, also I'm going to just show you the trophy loading screen just to make sure that we did actually get the trophy. So this is just immediately after the cutscene, and it's before the suicide baby mission, so that's why it's got Shelby, but as you can see there's the Blunder trophy. And so the next chapter we're going to have to replay is the butterfly, and I've cut straight to the part where you have to actually go through the electricity, and there's a coward door on the left, as you can see in front. That the trophy that we didn't get was the coward trophy. That's just to fail the butterfly trial. So just open the door and press leave. But you can also actually attempt to get through the electricity, the condensers, and if you fail too many times, you'll automatically you'll automatically get the coward trophy anyway. But that's just a quicker way, and it just gives a little extra cutscene at the end that you wouldn't have seen.
It's over for me.
And the next mission on would have had is the nurse, which is why it's a Madison loading screen, but the trophy coward should come up in just a second. There we go. And so the next one is Shrink and Punches. So that's the one you're going to play. If you remember in the original playthrough, we got the Good Cop trophy, which was to stop Blake from hitting Dupré, who's the Shrink. And this one, the trophy that we missed was called Bad Cop, which is just to basically let Blake beat up Dupré and just don't do anything. So just stand there, but just don't interfere with it.
Tell us what you know, Doctor.
It takes about a minute, roughly. And you've just got to sit there and wait for the cutscene to automatically start, and then it'll be all beaten up and covered in blood, but that'll lead us to getting the trophy Bad Cop. I just want to point out that during making these trophies I'd always select the chapter but not save it, so that it didn't actually interfere with my original playthrough, so it wasn't counted to anything.
Ethan Mars has had psychological problems since his first son died. Feels responsible for his death. A sort of morbid neurosis. He is haunted by visions of drowning bodies. A few weeks ago, after one of our usual sessions, I found this on the floor. It must have fallen out of his pocket.
Yeah, so that cutscene's no different from the original one that we got, it's just that he's got a bloodied face. But as you can see coming up, the trophy we'll get is Bad Cop. There we go. And this is the direct mission after it.
Every available man to finding Ethan Mars. I want a man outside of...
Okay, so in case you didn't see it then, because it was pretty quick, the chapter we're playing now is the Lizard, which is the third trial. And I'm gonna cut, so we're right at the bit where Ethan's gotta cut his finger off. Now the one we gotta get in this one is called the Butcher, and that is we can't use any disinfectant or ways to put it off. You're gonna have to find the scissors, which are found in the sink, or you can use the saw, which is right next to the table right there. As you can see, I just picked up. And I just put them both on the table just so you know what you can, but those are the only two you can use, the scissors or the saw, and nothing else. So yeah, it's a pretty grim trophy, and it's pretty grim that you've got to actually have to repeat this chapter just to get a trophy that's even more painful than the original one. So you're gonna wanna breathe in and out first. To calm down. You'll feel on your controller pad of the heavy vibrations of his heart beating, but you can hear it as well. But when he's calmed down enough, just do it, and everything else remains the same from the original one. But this is particularly brutal because it doesn't actually cut his finger off at first, and you've got to carry on doing it. So this is probably the most brutal part of the game, in my opinion. You see that his finger's still intact, but it's covered in blood, and you know he's got to cut it off still. So. That's that sound that just gets through me every time. Just that crack. Oh. But yeah, that's the only difference, and then here's the trophy coming up, which is for the next one is Fugitive, which will open up quite an opportunity. So that's Butcher with a lizard trial. And then I'm just going to skip right through, and the next one we're going to do is Fugitive, which is directly afterwards. This is a special case, to be honest, this next trophy. Sorry. It's called Hands Up, and pretty much you just got to get arrested, but there's two occasions which this can work, and you can do it in Fugitive, which is this mission, or you can do it at the end of On the Loose, which, as you remember, is the one with
It's that girl who went in.
where it's after the shark trial, and then Madison, and then, well, the police hunt him down in the motel, pretty much. And so you just gotta walk around, or just keep waiting until the police catch up with you. And then, yeah, so that pretty much next us to Hands Up trophy. But do not exit at the moment. Don't exit and go to chapter select, because this opens a mission which we hadn't done. It's a special one that can only be played if Ethan gets arrested on either of the times. If he's arrested both times in this mission and On the Loose, he just gets arrested and is pretty much unplayable for the rest of the game. But I've decided to show this entire chapter as part of the trophy guide, and there is another trophy that's actually in this sub-level. I think it's called Under Arrest, the actual chapter. But yeah, so it'll show us the trophy Hands Up in a second, but then there'll be no cuts out, it'll go straight to the Under Arrest chapter, and I'll play through that whole thing. This is the Hands Up trophy.
I'm not here to judge you, Ethan. I'm trying to save the life of your son. We still have time, but it's running out. Help me, Ethan. Tell me what you know.
So these questions at the start, they don't
Ethan,
make a
I'm
difference.
trying to
It's
help
just
you. I just want to
gotta
understand
keep going
what
until
happened. But you have to trust
you
me.
have to interfere.
Look at these, Ethan. Look at these. 8 photographs. 8 lives taken. Drowned in the goddamn rain. Recognize this one, huh? That's your son, Ethan. That's Shaun. He is still alive. Talk to me, Ethan. Say something. You've lost, Ethan. What will you gain with one more victim? Huh?
I kidnapped my son. But I can't remember what happened. I don't know where he is. But the only way to find him is to let me out of here. I'm the only person who can save him.
You don't remember anything, but you think you're the origami killer. I'm sorry, Ethan, but you're gonna have to do a lot better than that if you want me to believe you.
I love my son. I love my son. If you keep me here, Shaun is going to die.
Time's running out, Ethan. And frankly, I don't care why you did it. The only thing I want to know is where you've hidden Shaun.
I don't know. I would already have saved him if I knew where he was.
Pretty much you just gotta wait until Carter starts beating
This is
up
your last
Ethan,
chance, Ethan.
so that you can intervene.
And this time, I suggest you think carefully before you answer. Where is Shaun?
I told you I don't know.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we're
Come
doing
on,
now.
asshole! I've been waiting for this for a long time. Come on then, pussy! Let's see what you got.
And just give him a good blow to the face that we always wanted. And then he's gonna pull the pussy's way out.
Wanna play games, asshole? Come on, let's play a little game.
You're out of your mind, Blake. This is gonna cost you your badge.
You better get the hell out of here, Norman. Before I give in to the temptation of painting the walls with your fucking brains.
He's obviously not gonna do it though. Otherwise I'll just knock the gun out of his hand and give him another blow to the face. Oh, whatever. So what you gotta do now is actually talk to
That is not
Captain
the way it's
Perry,
gonna go. I'm gonna
who's
tell
in
the
this
whole
room on the
story to
left here, the
Captain
one with
Perry.
the sign on the door.
Blake is trying to beat a confession out of Ethan Mars. You've got to do something.
Which is more important, Norman? Finding little Shaun Mars or sparing that lowlife a few bruises? You can't make omelets without breaking a few eggs.
God damn! Ethan Mars is innocent! We've got to get back to looking for Shaun if we're to have any chance of finding him alive!
This case has worn you out, Norman. You need some time off to think it through.
You know, obviously you have the option to take or don't take tryptocane, but I'll pick don't because, you know, it's a pretty sensible thing to do. This isn't the end of the chapter, this is just the end of part 1 of the chapter. Right now at that point you would have had to go back into the Jaden Blues sequence, which is the one where he plays the piano and then there's the guy who talks to him about the tryptocane and carry on with the investigation. But I've cut all that out, and if you want to view it, just go back and watch the episode in my first part of the guide, which was just
No, I can't
the
just stand by and
chapters
watch.
doing the best
I'm gonna help
option.
Mars get out
Did
of
Mars
here.
confess?
But at this point, this is where the trophy becomes
not
unlockable. We
yet.
just want to go back to
He
where
lost
we just were.
consciousness. We'll give him a break
And,
and then we'll
um,
get back to him.
He must be
I
tougher
actually
than
didn't
thought.
do it 100% right. You meant to actually go into that room
Tougher or not, he'll
first,
crack.
then talk to
They
the
all do.
guy, and then go into here.
In any
But
case,
Either way, this
congratulations,
worked out.
Lieutenant.
The trophy's
You've
called
done a
Wise
fine
Guy, and
job.
it's to turn off the camera
I've called
before
a press
releasing
conference.
Ethan, and you
Gonna
see the
kick
cameras
off
in this
1
room.
hour.
Just
I
press
expect
down,
it'll be quite an
that'll
event.
turn it off. And you see that
Don't you
officer
wanna
in that
wait till
room,
we
that's the one
actually
you're
got
going to
his
want to talk
confession?
to, so you just want to go
No point.
back into the room where you
got him
found
dead to
Ethan
rights. That's all the press wants to know.
and speak to him.
Ethan Mars is innocent. He truly believes that he alone can save Shaun. What if he's right? I'll play those odds. I've got to get him out of here.
Okay, so yeah, I'm pretty new to this chapter myself. I think this is like the second time I've ever played this chapter, and I've played the others thousands of times. You'll see why in later videos.
He may be guilty. He's acting odd. His statements are all confused, and heck, he never said he wasn't the origami killer.
But he's not the origami killer, and we all know that. Just gonna have to talk to this guy and tell him to leave us.
Leave us alone.
Lieutenant Blake said to...
Please, leave us alone.
Right, I'll be at the door if you need anything.
Okay, so pretty much you just gotta help
Are
Ethan
you
out
alright,
now.
Ethan?
So you just wanna help Ethan up and onto his chair again.
I gotta get out of here. I've gotta save my son.
I'll see what I can do.
So again, you just gotta go out and go back into the camera room, and then we'll see what goes on from there. I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, like I said, this is post commentary. So I'm watching my own footage that I've recorded, but I couldn't really do live commentary. I was doing this because of the amount of editing that I've had to do and cut out, because I think it originally went on for like an hour and a half after including all the missions, but
Gary,
pretty much
you
just
can
go
take
to the
a break.
microphone and
I'll
tell
keep an eye on him.
You sure?
Gary to take a break.
Actually, I was busting for a piss. If you need to adjust his handcuffs, the keys are on my desk.
So first thing we gotta do is you want to pick up this coat, and then you want to go pick up Gary's keys off his desk, which is next to Blake's. Pretty much just look for the only empty desk in the station. So well, it's next to Ash's thing, but you just want to quickly pick up them keys and return to the interrogation room, and then you can set Ethan free.
That's it. You're free. Here, put this on. They're having a break. If you're quick, you'll be able to slip out without being noticed. Head straight to the exit. Don't stop, don't talk, don't even think. Just walk.
I don't know what to say.
Just say you're gonna save your son. I hope I won't regret that.
Well, and that's just the end of the chapter, and then the game will return to normal. And now we can see that we're gonna get the trophy wise guy, which, like I said, is just to turn off the camera before releasing Ethan. And it might actually have an effect on the storyline afterwards if you don't turn off the camera, because they get a bit angry. But the next trophy is on the shark chapter, which is the 4th trial. And you remember in our original one, to finish the trial, we actually had to kill the drug dealer.
Please.
But this time we want to get
Please,
the trophy I'm not a killer, and that's, if you see the back option there, which is to swivel with the analog stick. That'll knock him out instead of killing him, and you'll get the I'm not a killer.
But I'm no killer.
But I didn't want to kill him in the first one, but in order to take the best option, which is to complete all the trials, you actually had to kill him. But in this time we don't kill him. is just the small cinematic we're going to see, which is just to let us know that we've got the trophy. I'm not a killer. It's right there. And the next one we're going to do, you might not have seen it yet. Again, it was a bit quick, but it's On the Loose that we're replaying. And if you remember in the original one, we forgave Madison, but this time we're going to reject her for the Unforgivable one. In the original we got the Lover Boy one.
I will never be able to trust you again.
This is the only time you're ever gonna want to do the Unforgivable one. Every other time, including in the all endings and the perfect crime trophy, you're gonna want to forgive Madison. And like I said, this is the second opportunity where you can get the hands up and wise guy trophies. At the end, I actually allowed myself to get arrested just to see what it would be like. That's why it's Jaden again, because that would have been the hands up. I mean the under arrest one. But this one's the rat. That's what you're gonna replay. You're gonna want to leave the trial. And this is the trophy you're gonna get. It's Clever Dad, which is to find the address where Shaun is without having it directly sent to the thing. So you just wanna like. You want to fail it pretty much, so you just want to leave and you'll get this extra little bit at the end.
I'm nowhere, and I'm out of time. Damn fucking shitty letters from this fucking address! Come on! There's gotta be a way to do this!
So the way you do it, I'm just going to go through all the options that you can do in the car.
Authorities still looking for Ethan Mars, the man identified as the origami killer. Time is running out for little Shaun. The whole country is holding its breath as we await the capture of the monster
and then you can check your phone and the letter. But I'm gonna check the letter. This is what's going to allow you to actually. You've got to actually look at the letter to be able to find where Shaun is. And you'll type in some addresses into the thing now. The more trials that you complete, the smaller the amount of options are. As you can see, there were 3 options on that GPS in the top right corner there. And they're all like 832 Theodore Roosevelt. And then it'd be like a road, a lane, or a park, I think it is. And if you just listen to that, it's just, you can hear like seagulls and ships and stuff. And then, these will give you clues to where they are, but you actually want to activate, as you can see in the top right corner, just move the analog stick until you get to 852 Theodore Roosevelt Road, which is the one that's closest to the water in the middle. But that's definitely the option you want to do. That above all, that's the one that you want to go to, because that's where Shaun is held, and that'll get you the Clever Dad one. Now, unfortunately, you won't actually get the trophy until you've completed Killer's Place, so you have to go through quite a lot of missions to get it. But yeah, we're a bit delayed here right now. But the old warehouse is the next one you want to go to, and the next one is So Close, which actually required for one of the endings. I've skipped to the Norman Jaden bit because this is the first part that you're going to have to change from the original one. You're going to want to... So Close to pretty much get everyone to the end, but fail. So what you're going to want to do is not press any buttons during the fight. So it's not just me failing epically. It's that you've got to let Jaden get killed on the thing. I can't remember what it's called now. On the conveyor belt, that's it. So just don't press any of the buttons, just let Scott kill him. If you don't press any of them, it should be the TV that kills Ethan and Jason. Jaden. Jason's already dead. But yeah, so that's Jaden's death. So Jaden's failed his bit and the origami killer's gone away. And then after this point, I think it's Madison's bit. I'm just going to show you what the rest of the mission would play out like from that point. If the things, it's a pretty
Take your
bad
position.
one. No, you can't actually control Madison during this little bit here.
All personnel are
But,
ordered to shoot to kill. I repeat.
Pretty
shoot
much,
to
Madison
kill.
has got to get
Cash,
arrested, so
are
she
the
can't
position?
warn
Yes,
Ethan about the
Lieutenant.
police.
They're ready on your command.
Perfect. He won't
And
get away
then
this time.
from there on out.
Gun him down as
So
soon as
you
he
can't actually
shows
control
his
Madison
face.
during the small cinematic, so just gotta watch through it.
Hey, you there! What are you doing?
Lieutenant, my name is Madison Page. I'm a journalist. I have proof that Ethan Mars is innocent. He's not the origami
Ash,
killer.
what is a journalist doing here? I thought I told everybody to keep their mouths shut. Now get her out of here. I don't want her getting in the way.
Okay, Lieutenant. All right, come on.
You're about to make a terrible mistake, Lieutenant. Ethan Mars is innocent. I can prove it.
So you're just gonna want to resume and save Shaun, which is obviously just part of the story anyway. You can't actually fail this bit. You've got to save Shaun.
Please. Breathe. You've gotta breathe.
So while there's small things that are going on, I may as well just talk about what else I've got planned. Should be 2 more videos of Heavy Rain trophies coming up. The next one should be the Perfect Crime trophy, and then after that should be the All Endings. And the reason they're both separate is because they're 2 really long ones. I mentioned a few times I was going to do a trophy guide, but I've chosen that I'm not going to do that now because it'll just take too long, and I'll have to do all this all over again. And the Perfect Crime and All Endings trophy, they're just way too long for me to have to replay and have to go through the entire storyline again to pick up all the trophies is pretty bad. But after I've done the trophies, I'm going to go through all the extras that we get given after each chapter, and then I'm going to do the downloadable content. So I'm going to do like the taxidermist, which is like an extra mission that we get given as DLC, which has multiple endings to it, and then go through all the other small stuff that you can buy off PlayStation Store, such as the avatars and the soundtrack and themes and stuff like that. Just going to quickly go through that, and then that'll be the end of Heavy Rain. But yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do after I finish Heavy Rain, whether I'm just going to carry on playing Saints Row 2 until I finish it and then start up my next 3 games, or if after Heavy Rain I'm going to start my next 2 games, which I would do after The Sims and Heavy Rain, which is going to be Red Dead Redemption and Grand Theft Auto 5. And after Saints Row 2 I'll start on Saints Row the 3rd, but I think Saints Row 2 is going to go on for about 50 episodes, and so far it should be 25 episodes. So we're about halfway done with that.
Do it, for Christ's sakes. He's
But yeah, when we
innocent.
get to this bit, do not break out of his grip. Just let yourself get arrested. And that's when she does, that means that Madison can't warn Ethan about the police, and then,
In you
well,
go,
you
miss,
know,
watch your head.
well, you don't know what's gonna happen yet, but it's pretty
This won't take long,
pretty
okay?
heartbreaking ending to the game. So all he's just gonna do is pick up Shaun and take him over to that big door where all the police are outside.
I'm not his judge. I'll leave him with his demons. All I want now is to live a normal life again.
I think I'm
I
just
hope we
gonna
can find a way to
give a
live with
quick
what
mention to Ron. I've
I'll be
done
there
a
to
few
help
times
him.
in my Saints Row 2
I'll
guide,
show
but
him every second how much
he's a
I
great
love
guy.
him.
You can check if you check my description
All
of
this
any
is over
video
now.
I've done since
No more
about
trials to prove my love.
episode 10 or something of
No
Saints
more
Row
letters
2
for the hangman.
onwards.
I'll
You'll
tell
see
the
that I've
police
popped the link to his
everything. Shaun
channel in
will
each
explain what
one.
happened.
He's
Then
actually
they'll know
working
I'm
on
innocent.
he's done Saints Row, and he's about 3/4 of the way through Assassin's Creed Rogue, and he's going to start up GTA 5 as well. He's done
Dad.
1 episode so far, which is just basically going through what he's going to be actually doing in the guide. We're both doing a different guide. He's made his own, I've made my own. So it should be quite different, so it's going to be a lot of fun to watch, and it's going to be a lot of fun for me to actually play through it as well. So there's just my quick mention to him, so definitely go check him out. That's pretty much all you got to do now. Is once you put Shaun down, you're just going to want to open this door, and you can see all the police outside. And you already know what's going to happen there, don't you? And if you watch the old warehouse chapter that we did in the previous Heavy Rain episode, you'll know what Madison told Ethan about what would be happening. That you'd be dead if the moment before you opened your mouth. Well, I'll put it this way, she wasn't lying. I believe the police, he actually gives the order to shoot him because they think he's going to pull out a gun. Instead he's just comforting his wound. But yeah, pretty much too late now.
No! Ethan, no!
And this is probably the worst ending. It's worse than the endings where Ethan's still in prison and Shaun dies and everything. This is probably the most heartbreaking.
Dad, wake up. Don't leave me alone. Please, Dad, wake up.
Oh yeah, that's life, innit? It's a bitch. But yeah, that's the alternate ending of the old warehouse. But there's many different ways it could go. And for example, in the all endings trophy, the last one we're gonna get is actually Madison saves Shaun. But there's the So Close trophy, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye guys.